Hello students, in this video I have discussed about joint probability distributions. If x and y are two discrete random variables, we define the joint probability function of x and y as probability when x equal to x, y equal to y is equal to f of xy such that f of xy is greater than or equal to 0 and sum of f of x comma y over all x values over all y values must be equal to 1. If x is the set x1, x2, x3 till xm, y is the set y1, y2, y3 till yn, then the joint probability function probability when x equal to xi, y equal to yj is equal to f of xi comma yj, and we use the notation pij. So pij stands for probability when x equal to xi and y equal to yj such that pij is greater than or equal to 0 and summation of pij over all I from 1 to m all j from 1 to n is equal to 1. Now for this x and y, how to write the joint probability table? Very important. In the first end corner, you take x values and y values as shown. So vertically downwards you write all x values and horizontally you write all y values. Take the last column for sum here and here also take the last column for sum. Now how to fill the table? This P11 is the probability when x equal to x1 and y equal to 1. P12 is the probability when x equal to x1 and y equal to y2. So here you have to write the probability when x equal to x1 and y equal to y3. So on, this denotes the probability when x equal to x1 and y equal to yn. Now sum all these probabilities and take that as f of x1. In the next row, P21 is the probability when x equal to x2 and y equal to y1. P22 is the probability when x equal to x2 and y equal to y2. So on. P2n is the probability when x equal to x2 and y equal to yn. Sum all the probabilities in this row and take that as f of x2. Continue same. Here you have xm. So along this row, Pm1 is the first probability. It is probability when x equal to xm and y equal to y1. Pm2 is the probability when x equal to xm and y equal to y2. In the same way, here you have Pmn. It is the probability when x equal to xm and y equal to yn. Now we sum these row and denote that value as f of xm. Similarly, we will sum each and every columns. So column wise probabilities P11 plus P21 so on Pm1, that is g of y1. In the next column, you consider the sum of all probabilities P12, P22 till Pm2 denote as g of y2. Likewise, in the last column, you have P1n plus P2n so on Pmn, and that sum is denoted as g of yn. Now note that this f of x1 is the probability when x equal to x1, f of x2 is the sum of probabilities when x equal to x2, so on. And in the same way, G of y1 is the sum of probabilities when y equal to y1. G of y2 is the sum of probability when y equal to y2, so on. So here the sum is sum of all probabilities. So that sum must be equal to 1. And if you observe, the last row is also all probabilities. So sum of all probabilities must be equal to 1. Here again one more thing is this sums P11 plus P12 plus up to till P1n is equal to f of x1, means here I am considering these sums and I have used the notation f of x1. Next P21 plus P22, so on P2n is equal to f of x2. Likewise, the last row Pm1 plus Pm2 plus Pmn is equal to f of xm. Here I have written that sum. This f of x1, f of x2, f of xm are known as marginal distributions of x. In the same way, you consider the columns. The sum of first column P11 plus P21 till Pm1, it is G of y1. P12 plus P22 till Pm2, it is taken as G of y2. And in the last column P1n plus P2n plus Pmn, it is taken as G of yn. All these sums G of y1, G of y2 up to G of yn, these are taken as marginal distributions of y. So in the table we have x values. For those x values we have marginal distributions of x, say f. We have y values. For those y values we have marginal distributions, say g's, and sum of all those marginal distributions must be equal to 1. Next is how to find expectation or mean, variance, covariance and correlation. We have a set of formula. All the formulae are important. If x and y are two discrete random variables having probabilities functions f of x and g of y respectively, then expectation of x is given by mu x, or expectation E of x equal to summation xi into f of xi. Expectation of y is given by mu y equal to expectation of y, E of y equal to summation yj into g of yj. Variance of x, sigma x whole square equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. Variance of y, sigma y whole square equal to expectation of y square minus expectation of y whole square. Here one thing you have to note is variance we write sigma x or sigma y whole square. Square is for sigma, not for x or y. So here we have to consider expectation of x square or expectation of y square, then expectation of x or y whole square. Now covariance of x and y is covariance of x comma y equal to expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y, where expectation of xy is given by summation xi yj pij. Coefficient of correlation eta of x comma y equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. Sigma x means standard deviation of x, sigma y means standard deviation of y. Already we have variance of x and variance of y here. Just by taking square roots we will get standard deviations. Note, if x and y are independent random variables, then probability for x equal to x, y equal to y equal to f of x comma y, it is given by f of x into g of y for all x comma y. Very important is x and y are independent random variables, then how to find probability function. If x and y are independent random variables, then expectation of xy is equal to expectation of x into expectation of y, so that covariance of xy is equal to 0. So here, how to write the joint probability table, how to get the marginal distributions of x and y, and all formulae are important in order to solve the problems along with this note. Now we will go for problems. The joint probability distribution of two random variables x and y is as follows. They have given the joint probability distribution. Compute marginal distributions of x and y, expectation of x, expectation of y, standard deviation of x and y, and finally coefficient of correlation between x and y. Before going to solution, first we will complete given joint probability table, because already we have seen in the joint probability table we have marginal distribution just by summing all the probabilities. So first we will complete the given table. Solution. In the solution, write same table but add one column and one row in order to get the marginal distributions. So I have considered a table where x values and y values, downwards I have the values of x and horizontally I have the values of y. Given values of x and y, we have written x equal to 1, x equal to 5, y equal to -4, y equal to 2 and y equal to 7. And these probabilities are already given. 1 by 8, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, 1 by 8. This much already given. So find the sum. If you add these probabilities, say 1 by 8 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8, you will get half. So this is the probability corresponding to x equal to 1. If you add the second probabilities, you will get as half. It is the probability corresponding to x equal to 5. In the same way, we will add probabilities in the column. You will get 3 by 8. In the second column, again 3 by 8. 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8 gives 1 by 4. And finally, here you have the value 1. Take care, if you get this sum and this sum same as 1, then you are right. If you fail to get sum as 1, then we have done mistake somewhere. So now we have completed joint probability table. From this we will write marginal distributions of x and y. So how to write marginal distributions for x? We have totally two values for x. So prepare one more table with two values of x, 1 and 5. Marginal distributions of x has the notation f of x. So xi and f of xi. When x equal to 1, half is the marginal distribution right here. And when x equal to 5, again half is the marginal distribution right here. So this gives the marginal distribution of x and y. So x values in the first row and the sum in the second row gives the marginal distribution of x. Now we have to consider marginal distribution of y. Here we have three values for y. Take that as yj's, and three sums here we have. Take them as g of yj. So if you write y values and sum of the column probabilities, that will give marginal distribution of y. We have to find mean or expectation of x and expectation of y. The formula expectation of x equal to summation xi into f of xi is equal to, here xi is 1 into its probability half plus 5 into half is equal to 3. Now expectation of y is formula summation yj into g of yj is equal to minus 4 into 3 by 8 plus 2 into 3 by 8 plus 7 into 1 by 4. On simplification, you will get that as 1. This gives expectation or mean of x and y. Now, you have to calculate variance of x and y. Variance of x is given by expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square, and variance of y is given by expectation of y whole square minus expectation of y whole square. So here expectation of x and expectation of y already we have calculated. Now we want to calculate expectation of x square and expectation of y square. Expectation of x square is summation xi square into f of xi. So take x value 1, square it and multiply by its probability, plus take the second x value 5, square it, 5 square into 1 by 2 is equal to 13. Expectation of y square, it is summation yj square into g of yj. If you want, you can look at this table. So minus 4 square into 3 by 8 plus 2 square into 3 by 8 plus 7 square into 1 by 4. That is equal to 79 by 4. So we have variance of x equal to expectation of x square is 13. Expectation of x is 3, its square is 9 equal to 4. So variance equal to 4 implies standard deviation equal to 2. Similarly, variation of y, variance y equal to 79 by 4, it is expectation of y square minus expectation of y is 1 square, 75 by 4. So standard deviation of y is equal to square root of 75 by 4. So we have calculated standard deviations for x and y. Now we have to calculate coefficient of correlation. Write the formula coefficient of correlation eta is equal to covariance divided by product of standard deviations of x and y, where covariance of x and y is given by expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Expectation of x and expectation of y we have calculated in second sub question. Now we have to calculate expectation of xy. The formula is summation xi yj f of xi comma yj. So in order to calculate expectation of xy, we have to look at the joint probability table. So the joint probability table we have, here we have to consider all possible combinations of x and y along with their probabilities. So I will start with the x equal to 1. So 1 into minus 4 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 2 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 7 into 1 by 8 plus 5 into minus 4 into 1 by 4 plus 5 into 2 into 1 by 8 plus 5 into 7 into 1 by 8. If you sum that, you will get expectation of x, y. So you have to choose each possible combination of x and y along with their probability. So expectation of xy is equal to 1 into minus 4 into 1 by 8 plus 1 into 2 into 1 by 4 plus 1 into 7 into 1 by 8 plus 5 into minus 4 into 1 by 4 plus 5 into 2 into 1 by 8 plus 5 into 7 into 1 by 8 is equal to 3 by 2. So substitute here, you will get covariance of x comma y as minus 3 by 2. Therefore, coefficient of correlation rho is equal to minus 0.1732. The second problem, joint probability distribution of two random variables x and y is as follows. They have given joint probability distribution. Compute marginal distributions of x and y, expectation of x and y, standard deviation of x and y, and coefficient of correlation. So our first work is we have to complete given joint probability table. For that purpose, take given table as it is, add one row and one column to sum the probabilities. So joint probability table is, it is better if you draw a line like this, so that divides x values and y values separate. Given x values 1, 2, I have written same. Given when y values minus 2, minus 1, 4, 5 as it is, and these probabilities also as it is given. Extra work is sum all those probabilities and write as 0.6. Sum the remaining probabilities and write as 0.4. At the same time, you have to sum the column wise probabilities and write below. So, observe the 0.3, 0.3 plus 0.1 plus 0.3 gives 1. At the same time, 0.6 in plus 0.4 gives 1. Now, using this table, we can write marginal distribution of x and y. Here you have x values. In front of x values, in the last column, you have corresponding probabilities for x. So, two values for x, 1 and 2, corresponding probabilities right below x values 0.6 and 0.4, that gives marginal distributions for x. Now we have to write marginal distribution for y. Totally 4 values for y here. So take yj minus 2, minus 1, 4, 5 given values. Now exactly below y values, in the last line, you have the probabilities, sum. That sum is taken as probabilities of y. So, marginal distribution of y is minus 2, minus 1, 4, 5. And in the last row, we have sum as 0.3, 0.3, 0.1 and 0.3. This gives marginal distribution of y. Now we have to calculate expectation of x and expectation of y. Expectation of x, formula summation xi into f of xi. So consider 1 into 0.6 plus 2 into 0.4, that gives 1.4. Expectation of y is given by summation yj g of yj. It is minus 2 into 0.3 plus minus 1 into 0.3 plus 4 into 0.1 plus 5 into 0.3. So when you simplify this, you will get that as 1. Now we have to calculate standard deviations of x and y. First we will find the variance. Afterwards we can find the square root. So variance of x is given by expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. Variance of y is given by expectation of y square minus expectation of y whole square. We have expectation of x and expectation of y. It remains to calculate expectation of x square and expectation of y square. So expectation of x square equal to summation xi square into f of xi. Square each of the x values and multiply by its probability. Consider the sum. 1 square into 0.6 plus 2 square into 0.4 equal to 2.2. Expectation of y square is summation yj square g of yj, means square each of the y value, multiply by its probability and consider the sum. Minus 2 whole square into 0.3 plus minus 1 whole square into 0.3 plus 4 square into 0.1 plus 5 square into 0.3 is equal to 10.6. So substitute in the formula, we get variance of x and variance of y as 0.24 and 9.6. Now we want standard deviation. Take the square root. So standard deviation of x is 0.49 and standard deviation of y as 3.1. Now we have to calculate coefficient of correlation. Coefficient of correlation, rho of x comma y equal to covariance of xy divided by product of standard deviation, where covariance is given by expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. Here the work is we have to calculate expectation of xy using the formula summation xi yj f of xi yj. The meaning is consider all possible xy combinations along with their probability and sum them. So to calculate this, I will take the given table, or you can use completed table. I am taken the given table. I will start with x equal to 1. I have to cover all y values with their probabilities. 1 into minus 2 into 0.1 plus 1 into minus 1 into 0.2 plus 1 into 4 into 0 plus 1 into 5 into 0.3 plus 2 into minus 2 into 0.2 plus 2 into minus 1 into 0.1 plus 2 into 4 into 0.1 plus 2 into 5 into 0. So now we have taken all possible combinations of 1 with all y values and their probabilities. Along with that, all possible combinations of x equal to 2 with all y values and their probabilities. If you simplify that sum, you will get expectation of xy. So expectation of xy is 0.9. Therefore, covariance of xy is minus 0.5. Now we consider coefficient of correlation. Substitute the values. Minus 0.5 divided by 0.49 into 3.1 gives minus 0.3. The next problem. Determine marginal distribution and covariance between the discrete random variables x and y of the joint probability distribution. They have given the distribution. So we want to calculate marginal distribution and covariance. So first work is we have to complete given joint distribution table. For that we have to add one row and one column in the solution. So till here it is already given. I have added some extra, the last row and last column. It is better if you divide x and y like this. Sum of 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6 is 1 by 2. 1 by 12, 1 by 12, 1 by 12 is 1 by 4. Again the same sum 1 by 4. 1 by 6, 1 by 12, 1 by 12 is 1 by 3. 1 by 6, 1 by 12, 1 by 12 is 1 by 3, and same sum here you have. And if you consider the sum of all these values, it is 1, and all these values also 1. Now we have to write marginal distributions of x and y. How to write the marginal distribution? Look at x values. We have 3 x values, and the last column in front of x values gives the probabilities for those x values. So marginal distribution of x is x values 2, 5, 7, and the last column values half, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Now how to write marginal distribution of y? We have 3 values for y, and the last row of sum gives probabilities for those y. So 3, 4, 5 y values, 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 is the probabilities for those y values. If you consider that in separate table, that will give marginal distributions for x and y. Next we have to consider covariance. Write the formula for covariance of xy is equal to expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y. So we have to calculate all required expectations or mean. Expectation of x equal to summation xi f of xi. Here 2 into half plus 5 into 1 by 4 plus 7 into 1 by 4 is equal to 4. Expectation of y 3 into 1 by 3 plus 4 into 1 by 3 plus 5 into 1 by 3 is equal to 4. Now we have to calculate expectation of xy. For that purpose we have to use joint probability table. We will use given joint probability table. Take all possible values of x, y and its probability function. I will start with x equal to 2, x equal to 2, y equal to 3, its probability is 1 by 6. So 2 into 3 into 1 by 6 plus 2 into 4 into 1 by 6 plus 2 into 5 into 1 by 6 plus 5 into 3 into 1 by 12 plus 5 into 4 into 1 by 12 plus 5 into 5 into 1 by 12 plus 7 into 3 into 1 by 12 plus 7 into 4 into 1 by 12 plus 7 into 5 into 1 by 12. So first fix x value. Change all y values with their probabilities. Consider sum plus change x value. Consider all y's and their probabilities plus take the last x value, change all y values and their probabilities, and that sum is 16. If you substitute in the formula, covariance of x comma y is equal to 16 minus 4 into 4 is equal to 0. The joint probability distribution of discrete random variables x and y is given below. They have given joint probability distribution. Determine marginal distribution of x and y. And second sub-question, are x and y statistically independent? We have to write marginal distribution of x and y. For that purpose, you have to complete the table. The x column and the last column of sum gives marginal distribution of x. So x values 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 6. Now 1 by 9 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 18, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 6 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 12, it is 1 by 2. 1 by 18 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 36, it is 1 by 6. So we have x values and respective probabilities. We have to consider marginal distribution of y. Here y values we have 1, 3, 6, 1, 3, 6, and to write their probabilities we have to add respective column. So below 1, 1 by 9 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 18, it is 1 by 3. Below 3, 1 by 6 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 12, it is 1 by 2. And below 6, 1 by 18 plus 1 by 12 plus 1 by 36, it is 1 by 6. So we have marginal distribution of x and y without completing the table. Next question is, are x and y are statistically independent? X and y are statistically independent if f of xi into g of yj equal to f of xi yj for all xi yj. That we have to check. Consider x equal to 1, y equal to 1 case. In that case, we will multiply the probabilities f of 1, g of 1. 1 by 3 into 1 by 3. It is equal to 1 by 9. 1 by 3 into 1 by 3 is equal to 1 by 9. And you look at the table. When x equal to 1, y equal to 1, the probability is 1 by 9. Now, when x equal to 1, y equal to 3, we consider the probability. X equal to 1, y equal to 3. 1 by 3 into 1 by 2, it is 1 by 6. When x equal to 1 and y equal to 6, the product of probabilities 1 by 3 into 1 by 6, it is 1 by 18. Now, I'll take x equal to 3 and various product of probabilities. X equal to 3, y equal to 1. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, it is 1 by 6. X is 3, y is 1, 1 by 6. X is 3, y is 3, 1 by 2. X is 3, y is 3, 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 4. X equal to 3, y equal to 6. The product of probability is 1 by 2 into 1 by 6. It is 1 by 12. Now, x equal to 6 case is remaining. X equal to 6, y equal to 1. The probability is 1 by 6 into 1 by 3. It is 1 by 18. X equal to 6, y equal to 3. 1 by 6 into 1 by 2. It is 1 by 12. X equal to 6, y equal to 6. 1 by 6 into 1 by 6. It is 1 by 36. So, if you multiply the probabilities for each x value and y value separately, and if you compare with the joint probability of them, you will get that f of xi into g of yj equal to f of xi comma yj for all xi yj. That implies x and y are independent. Thank you.